Hey friends, today we're going to learn how to draw a tree. Now to start off, you're going to want to do your tree trunk. That's going to be the widest part of the tree. And we don't want it to be perfectly straight up and down because that's a bit boring. So I kind of have mine curving and bumpy a little bit. So start off there with your trunk. Now you're going to start making diagonal lines that go up from the trunk. And you're going to start splitting those into multiple branches. So the easiest way to do that is by drawing the letter V. So you're going to do a V like that. So there's one branch. You can do another letter V over here. So now you have another branch. Do a letter V right there. And now you've got 4 branches. So with drawing these trees, you want them to go from thick to thin as they go up. So now I'm going to make those branches a bit longer. So I'm going to do another diagonal line coming out this way, and then make it look like the letter Y. And we're going to make this one a little bit thinner than this branch to make it look more realistic. So now we can see I have the letter Y. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And it doesn't have to be as long as the other ones. But the biggest thing is to make sure that as you divide those branches out, they're thinner than the ones below. So maybe this one's gonna be a little bit longer. And then this one's gonna come out. Maybe this one's gonna be a little bit more wide. And you don't even have to do the Y shape right here. If you want to, you can do your branch split again, and you can have, it's like a double Y, or I guess you'd just say maybe like a W. So you're just going to keep doing that. And again, making your branches thinner as you go. And then finally, when you get to the very top, they are going to be so thin that it's just the width of your marker. Like that. So you're just going to keep building those up. So just keep doing that. Now, for the roots, we don't want to forget about the roots because that is how our tree gets all of its nutrients. Now, I think it's fun just to kind of make them kind of bumpy, like they're spreading out. And it's the same thing, but it's going the opposite direction. And you don't have to do the very tip of these because obviously they're going underground, and you can add, you know, some grass on there. But it is that time of year when the leaves are falling off of the trees. So I don't know about you, but the trees in my yard are definitely starting to look like this one. So as you get better at this, you can make your trees look all sorts of different ways. For example, you can make it look more like a spooky tree by really contorting that tree trunk. I think these are some of my favorite kind of trees to draw. And one of the great things about drawing trees is there are so many different species of trees in the world that I guarantee you, no matter how your tree ends up looking, I promise you there is a tree out there in the world that looks just like the tree that you drew. So we can have those branches bending all different ways. And there's something wonderful about these more spooky, twisted looking trees that are just so fun to me. But it's still the same concept of starting with the letter V, making it look like a Y. This one's just more bendy. So have fun with this, play around with it. What kind of tree are you going to create? We'll see you next time.